Alright dudes and dudettes, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be ranking songs by a band called Oh The Larceny in a tier list. Now, for those of you who don't know, Oh The Larceny is an alternative rock band. It's fairly recent, it was made back in 2017. It sounds sort of like Imagine Dragons, but quite a bit different. If you've heard of the score, they sound similar to, but not exactly the same. You may have heard some of their songs. Their songs have been on YouTube channels like Dude Perfect, and they've gotten in some ads, but I don't think the band itself is too well known. They're also one of my favorite bands, and that's why I'm gonna be ranking their songs. Okay, let's get into that. Okay, here is our tier list. And if we look at the songs, you'll see that we're only gonna be ranking original songs, no remixes or anything like that, just original songs. Let's get into ranking them. Okay guys, just real quick, just wanted to remind you guys to like and subscribe if you like the video. Just wanted to keep this real quick. I don't want this to be annoying, but I also just wanted to remind you. Okay, let's get back to the video.
Making that money, rain on me. Making that money, living that dream. Making that money, rain on me. Making that money, living that dream.
Okay, our first album / extended play that we'll be ranking is just called Oh The Larceny. It was their first one. And we've just got these 5 songs here. So check it out. It's pretty good. I like it. It'll go into A tier. Can't Stop Me Now. That's pretty good too. It's a little better than Check It Out, so we'll put it just above that. Light That Fire. Pretty good. Not good enough to get into A tier, but I'll just put it in B tier. Man on a Mission, it's pretty slow, a little bit boring, but it's not a bad song, it's still good. I'll put it in C tier. And finally, Money. This one just goes hard, it's very good. It could go in S tier, it could go in A tier. I'm gonna put it in high A tier, but it easily could go up here. Let's move to the next album.
Yeah, move with it. Move with it.
Okay, now we've moved to the next album. This one's called Move With It. And first we have About to Get Crazy. This one goes into D tier. It's a little boring. It's not bad, but not exactly good either. Well, none of them are bad. I don't think Oh The Larceny has ever made a bad song. There's not a single one on here that I actually hate, but there are a few that I don't particularly like, and this is one of those. Next up, we have Move With It. This one's a little better. I'll put it here. Now we have the original, still a little boring, but has a bit more of a kick to it. It barely makes it into C tier. It could be in B tier, it almost makes it there, but I'd say that we should just put it in C tier. Okay, now for Man on Fire. This one probably has one of the best alternative rock intros that I've ever heard. But the rest of the song is pretty good. I'll put it here. How You Feel. This one is very good. I'll put it right up here in high A tier. And that just leaves us with Incredible, which really just goes hard. We're gonna put this one in S tier. I like this one a lot. Okay, let's move on to the next album. Okay, we've moved to their third album, which is called Blood is Rebel. Their first song in here is called Another Level, which is actually the first song of theirs that I've heard. Heard it in an ad for a game studio like Roblox called Core. They were showing off this Fortnite-esque game that they made in the studio. So if anyone can find this ad, the first person to comment a link to the ad in my comments will get a free pin. So if you want some attention, then go ahead. But anyways, we're gonna put this right here. Pretty good. Next we got Real Good Feeling, which is an absolute banger. We're gonna put it right next here, just below Incredible, but still extremely good. Now we have Making Moves, which goes in B tier. Better than Light That Fire. Pretty good. Turn It Up, that'll go in high B tier. Could maybe go in A tier, but we're gonna put it in B tier. This Is It, we'll put that just below Making Moves. Pretty good, it'll go in B tier. And finally we have Stand Up, which I don't particularly like. I think it's a pretty boring song. Could go in E tier, could go in B tier. I think it should go in low D tier. Okay, we have more than half of the songs in the tier list. And now we're gonna move to their fourth album. Let's get into it.
Big, big life. Living that big, big life. Living that big, big life.
Okay, fourth album that we're on, it's called Big Big Life. This one is the only one that's actually listed as an album on Spotify, but albums and EPs are basically the same thing, especially for Oh The Larceny. Like, the EPs have around 5 to 6 songs, and this album has 7 songs, so yeah, not that different. Anyways, the first song on here is Jumping In. Pretty decent. I'll put it in low B tier. Good Day Coming, decent. Put it in C tier. Big Big Life, a little more boring. I'll put it in low C tier. Could go in high D tier, but I'm just gonna put it in low C tier. Soul, it's gonna go in high-ish B tier. It's pretty good. Get Me Going, this one is probably the best song in the album. I'll put it in middle A tier. This one's not the best, but again, not bad. Nothing they make is bad. Future is golden. This is gonna be in high C tier. Could go in low B tier, but we're just gonna put it in high C tier. Finally, Hold Your Head Up High. Pretty boring, but not that boring. I'll just put it in D tier. This one's a little slower. Doesn't really have that much of a kick to it. I just don't like it that much. Now we're down to our last 5 songs, so let's get into ranking them. Oh, whoops, just a quick error. This one actually goes in high B tier and not high C tier. My mistake. Now let's rank the last 5 songs and the last album.
All my life, I'm a legend on the rise. It's about to happen. It's about to happen. It's about to happen. I'm all about that action.
Alright guys, we're down to the last album, which is called About to Happen. And this one is different from all the other ones. Well, yes, because it was made in 2023, which is this year at the time of recording, but also because they seem to have gone with a little bit of a different sound, not very much different, just a little different that feels more nostalgic, and I like that. I think uniqueness is a good thing. but let's rank the songs. First of all, Clap Your Hands. This one will go into A tier, and Do My Thing. This one is probably their best song. Sounds different from all the other songs. Gonna go up top, best song they've ever made. I like it a lot. It feels very nostalgic compared to the other ones, and it also just goes hard. It's a banger and it's nostalgic, so that's why it's the best song that they've made in my opinion. And now Different. This one is actually what I'd say is their worst song. It's not bad, none of these are bad like I've said before, but it's not good either. It's okay, so it goes in E tier. This is what uniqueness does for a band. The songs can be better than usual, but they can also be worse than usual. In this 5-song album, there was the best song they've made and the worst song they've made, which I think is pretty cool. I also think it's pretty cool that their best song is an absolute banger and their worst song is just okay. But anyways, moving on to the last 2 songs. Amazing. How about in lowish B tier? I think that would fit. Could go in C tier, just like Jumping In, but I think it should go in B tier. Finally, their last song, About to Happen. This one is pretty good. Reminds me of Do My Thing, but it's worse. Still very good. I'm gonna put this in low A tier, but I'd say these 2 songs sound fairly similar. This one's definitely better though. Okay, and this is the complete tier list of all of the Oh The Larceny songs that aren't remixes, just the main songs. Then that will conclude our video. I hope you enjoyed. And for the outro, we're going to be doing something a little different. You see these songs in S tier? We're going to be playing parts of them just to get you hooked to the band and so you can hear parts of the songs that I like the most. We're just going to see how this goes. I hope you guys like it, and let's cue the outro.